Welcome to another episode of Searching for MacGuffin with your host, George,
Gabe.
And Link.
I hope everybody's having a happy Thanksgiving.
Is it Thanksgiving?
It is Thanksgiving in a few days.
Why is my voice like 6 octaves lower?
Because you're just coming off of all the hard work and dedication that you put on, and now you're crashing now that we're going into a break.
I'm thankful for that.
Or puberty. You becoming a man.
I'm going to go with puberty.
Okay. All right. So we're here gathered. I feel like I'm starting a wedding vows.
You're gathered here today.
To celebrate with friends. That's you guys. Family. That's us guys.
Yeah.
Right? And we're having a little impromptu, but that's more than friends.
That's the giving part.
We're having an impromptu brunch, right? Because Thanksgiving. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No,
okay.
Friendsgiving. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have an impromptu. Wow, I can't get the word out.
You got it.
Impromptu brunch
And
giving.
I'm thankful for that.
All right. Oh, that's a good thing. We probably should talk about what we're thankful for. Throw that on the agenda. We didn't really plan.
I'm thankful for coffee.
That is also good to be thankful for. You're just gonna interject with lots of
Random things.
Okay,
Trust.
cool. So, it's another holiday. We're heading into the holiday season, as I mentioned back in our spooky, scary Halloween episode. This is the time of the season that I really enjoy: Thanksgiving and Christmas. And usually, our Thanksgiving dinners are preoccupied with family commitments, right? The larger family and everyone. So we thought we'd take a little extra time earlier in the week and share this moment with you, our viewers and listeners. You can't enjoy any of the food we're going to partake in, but
I will describe every fruit, every food,
every fruit.
every bite. I will tell you what I'm experiencing, so that you don't miss out on this amazing experience.
How kind of you. I'm thankful for that.
That's me giving, baby.
Why is food so important? Like for this moment and just in general? Like,
Oh, wait, that's true.
Thanksgiving.
I understand
Okay.
what this means now.
What does that mean?
No, I was just referencing something else that had happened with food
Okay.
Our bodies need fuel.
that I was confused about.
I don't mean like in general. I
We
mean
need
like
ATP.
okay.
ATP? What does ATP stand for?
I'm gonna take a sip of coffee.
You got me there, my
I'll give you the
dude.
first. I'll give you the A, adenosine.
Adenosine triphosphate.
There you go.
American Top Team.
Potassium.
That MMA group. I don't know what the P's for.
Yeah.
American Top Team.
Top team, man. What was your question? Sorry.
Something about like why sharing food in this season and maybe even outside of the season. Why is it so important? Why are we doing this? Why are we having this meal now?
Oh, we're hungry.
Well, that's true too.
I'm gonna start eating.
It's like 8:00 in the morning.
You want to introduce what we had before we?
Sure. Well, okay. So I guess your main plate right here is
Looks like a pizza bait, like a breakfast pizza.
It's called an eggy sausage flatbread, which is my own spin on like a recipe I got from HelloFresh. Shout out HelloFresh. You used to be really good.
An eggy for brekkie.
Yeah, it's really crunchy. There you go. Oh, this is the SMR episode. It's very crunchy because I might have overdone them a little bit, which is why mine has a bite taken out of it already to test if they were still edible, but they are.
Is this a piece of salmon?
Yes, that is salmon bacon. So that's bacon made out of baked salmon.
That was really good.
Hey, how does it feel? Join our show.
Maybe we all shouldn't have taken a bite at the exact same time.
I'm enjoying this pizza. This breakfast pizza.
It's a flatbread. So basically what it is it's a whole wheat It's very crunchy.
It has the ingredients of a pizza: tomato, cheese.
I mean, I guess
and
that's
protein.
I guess that's true. It's a whole wheat non-bread, right? It's non-bread. And then
It's
it has
not bread?
It's non-bread.
Non-bread.
Oh,
N-A-A-N. So it's non-bread. and it has like you mentioned, cheese. I put vegan sausage on it. Thanks, Morningstar. I put tomato, Italian seasoning. I don't remember what else. Oh, shallot. Put a little shallot in there. Then you pop that in the oven, and you pull it out. And then I fried an egg while it's baking, and then you slap the egg on top.
Just slap.
Yeah, you slap the egg on top of the flatbread, and then I put a little bit of
Flopping the egg.
alfalfa sprouts on top. Alfalfa sprouts is one of those foods that my parents made me eat, particularly my mother, for years and years that I hated. And I just grew up to just eat it like almost every day.
She succeeded in brainwashing you.
Yeah, pretty much. Like everything my parents made me eat for breakfast that I hated is now like the only thing I have for breakfast. So that is the eggy sausage flatbread. If you want the recipe, producer Dan, whenever he listens to this, we forgot to invite producer Dan.
He's busy.
Oh, okay.
He's not friends or family.
He has his own he's at least, well, I guess we're not friends, right, on the show, but he's family. He has his own family though.
What about over here? What are we working with over here?
Okay, so in the center, I got fresh bagels from Bagel Express, our local bagel.
Shout out Bagel Express.
They are very good.
And they're express. They're fast. They're made quickly.
Yeah. I said fresh bagels. They're not actually fresh bagels because I got a dozen bagels from last night. Like, they're cheaper when you get them the next morning. So whatever bagels were left over when they closed, I went first thing in the morning and got. So they're as fresh as
yesterday.
Yeah, as the end of yesterday. Yeah.
So they're, I guess not express either then.
No, they are express because they gave them to me really I drove there in like 2 minutes and then I was back in like 8.
That's the type of express service we want.
So I'm a big salmon guy. So as I mentioned, you guys got the salmon bacon that I made. Tell me what you guys think about that.
What are you, a bear?
No.
Yo, chef.
I have a wife. Oh, you can still have a wife. Anyways,
Yeah. Have you seen the Bearstein Bears? There's Brother Bear, there's Sister Bear, there's Papa Bear, and there's Mama Bear.
No, Brother Bear is that movie with Phil Collins.
That's Tarzan.
That's Tarzan.
He also does the soundtrack for Brother Bear.
And this guy's a nature
It must
kick,
not
huh?
be as epic.
Well, the movie's not as epic, but I mean, it's pretty good though.
Bro, how good is that soundtrack, the Tarzan soundtrack?
The Brother Bear soundtrack is pretty good too. I think it's all the B-sides from the Tarzan, like whatever they
Whatever they left over?
Yeah, whatever they did.
How can we turn this into a bear?
No, how do we make a movie to fit this music?
Yeah. So, there's 2 spreads too. There's chive, and there is Nova spread, which also has salmon in it.
What is Nova? You said that, and I'm like, I'll take that, but I have no idea what you said.
Nova's a way of preparing salmon. So it's like how you get that that raw Nova, like you know that the salmon that they put on the bagels. They just
you're saying Nova. All I'm hearing is Nova Core.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking of John C. Reilly.
His omega levels are through the
And
roof.
Glenn Close.
Do you ever confuse Glenn Close and
Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep?
No,
I used to
Diane Keaton
I
and
used to as
Glenn
a
Close.
kid. Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I can see that.
Diane Keaton, Glenn Close.
I'm gonna grab half of my bagel.
Grab it.
Let me see if I remember. The one that's okay. This one, the everything. Oh, the everything that's all Nova spread. That's a link.
Right, baby.
And then the cinnamon raisin bagel. That half of it, they're intertwined. I'm gonna step up.
Bro, just spin it.
This
No.
is the everything half.
Just spin it.
Whole wheat everything.
Spin it for him, Gabe.
Oh yeah. I got up for no reason. That's true. It's a lazy Susie, which I feel bad for Susie, whoever
Lazy
she was.
Susie. Why
not-
did they name it that?
Because it's like you don't have to get up.
It's
You
not
just-
even a
But
alliteration.
why is it Susie?
There must have been someone whose parents like really hated them. Okay, so this half is yours. This is the whole wheat everything.
Susie, you are so lazy. I'll take one.
That's okay. This one right here.
Is
And
this
then this
mine?
is this is
I
the
may get
cinnamon.
mine?
This is a cinnamon raisin. Just spin it. I'll spin it.
What do you want?
That whole bagel
This
says.
big one?
Just might.
Because you and I got half and half chive, half Nova.
What is his bagel?
His bagel's everything, but yours is whole wheat everything.
Oh, thank you for protecting my sensibilities.
Yeah, I did that, but also there was only one one white everything bagel in the bag, so
Enjoy it, Link.
I will. I'll enjoy it everywhere, everything all at once.
ooh, that's a good movie. Watching movies with your family during Thanksgiving. Is that a tradition?
Yeah.
Do we do that? I don't even remember. After the pandemic, I don't remember what Thanksgiving is like.
We eat and yeah, right? I don't know. After that one Thanksgiving was just different.
Mm-hmm.
Which one Thanksgiving?
Noel and Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
Chipotle giving.
Yeah,
Chipotle giving. Okay. We got to tell that story.
I guess.
I get, but you tell it since you're.
I
You're
think
the-
you
you're
should,
the-
I
you're
think
the
you
MV
should tell it because I'm eating.
Nah, I have been eating. Okay. All right, let me tell you what happened.
The chive cream cheese is very good.
So, the summer before this Thanksgiving, Chipotle, they get in trouble because their tomatoes have salmonella, so they lost a lot of customers.
People died.
People died. Chipotle was murdering people with their tomatoes,
Murder is a strong word.
subjectively.
Manslaughter, accidental death.
Manslaughter is accidental death?
No,
That sounds worse.
you
Than
you
murder.
get you get a manslaughter charge for
Manslaughter
accidental
is-
death.
Manslaughter
terrible.
sounds like you're doing something worse.
Manslaughter is you killed someone, but murder is with intent to kill.
It should be the opposite.
Why does it sound so much worse?
Yeah.
Because you took a life, but murder is like you planned it.
You can't just say you murdered someone by accident.
You-
Manslaughter sounds like it was just the worst possible
Yeah.
way to go.
You're slaughtering someone.
That's because the media has desensitized you to the term murder.
Sure.
Anyways,
I'm not thankful for that.
really quick, this is probably gonna be the easiest episode for Dan to edit because I don't think he's even gonna take any sounds out at this point with all the chewing.
That's true. What if we just said something we can't say so that he has to bleep it out?
Oh man, don't do that. He's with his family. To continue, Chipotle was committing manslaughter and or murder.
All right, so you're slaughtering men, not women, just men.
I don't think that's accurate.
Sexist. Anyways, in order to get the men demographic back, they came up with this promotion where
It's the most ridiculous scenario.
now help me out here, Gabriel, because I'm not sure exactly how the promotion. But if you eat at Chipotle, was it 12 times or 24 times
If you eat at Chipotle 12 times a month
for 2 months straight, right?
for 3
I
months.
know the story.
For-
I'm still
For
flabbergasted.
3
For
months.
3 months straight, they would cater an event, right?
You get a reward. You get like merch or you get like up to $200 in catering.
Mm-hmm. No, I took a bite of the bacon salmon. I gotta wait.
How's the bacon salmon?
It's good.
You want to know how to make the bacon salmon?
You made that? It doesn't come like that?
No, it's just Nova. You buy the Nova. Again, that's raw style, like Alaskan salmon. You cut it up into bacon size, and then you put it in the oven. That's it. you just bake Nova. That's how you bacon salmon.
And it's not called baked Alaska.
No, baked Alaska is a dessert.
Interesting.
All right. So Gabriel's here for the summer, right?
Shout out to Zach the Baker, first
I
place
forgot
I
he
ever
was
had.
saying this story.
Yeah, shout out to Zach the Baker. That's the first place I ever had bacon
Gabriel's
salmon.
here for the summer. I think we're both here for the summer, right? And he takes on the challenge like, yo, I'm gonna do this.
I didn't even care about the catering. I just wanted to. I had for years. I was like, man, Chipotle should have a rewards program like everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Then they finally came out with that.
And to be fair, you were eating about half that much already anyway.
Exactly. Which is why, like, I was like, I'd want to get something back after how much I've been committing to this place.
Mm-hmm. So Gabriel's like, all right, I'm gonna do this bet.
Is this honey, by the way?
Yeah, that's organic, honey.
So Gabriel, I'm gonna do this. So for the first 2 months, Gabriel does this. He eats at Chipotle 12 times a month. That's a total of 24 times, right? The third month, he does a little bit like halfway, right? You do
What
half.
did he say?
24 times.
How does that equate?
He
Well-
went every day.
12 times.
I went, what? I ate 12 times in a month, and that equates 24?
Yeah, in those 2 months.
Oh, in 2
Yeah,
months.
yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
You- right? And I'm not sure if you started the third month or did you leave? How was that?
No, I got pretty I got pretty far in that last month. To the point, but I realized like there weren't enough days for me to complete it. Like I wasn't gonna be in a place that had Chipotle. I was going back to school.
Yeah, you were traveling. I remember.
I wasn't in a place that was gonna have Chipotle. I think I was working at camp or summer camp or something like that. And then I was going back to Tennessee where they didn't have the place in Tennessee where I was didn't have Chipotle at the time. And so
So you do like half of it, right?
Yeah, I called upon all of my friends to pull some weight and bring it together. I called upon you.
That's right.
You ate some. My friend Alec in Orlando also got it for me because it was like a card or something. Forget what it was that they made, like they checked or something like that.
No, I think it was just like a phone number.
No, I feel like you
Or
had
an
like
app.
something that like they stamp. I mean, you give your phone number and like it'll work, but I feel like I had like a physical thing.
Yeah, I think you had it, but like me and Alec could still go and like just give the number.
Also, shout out
You know.
Alec. That was a
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, thank you.
Thank you, Alec.
You saved our Thanksgiving
Thank
that
you,
year.
Alexander. So they help out Gabriel. They tag team it together. They tag team
What?
They tag team Chipotle together.
Okay.
They tag it together. You get me? Chipotle was doing manslaughter. So Gabriel was like, I'm a manslaughter.
They were doing manslaughter now. Okay.
Now Gabriel and George and Alec.
manslaughter and triple teaming.
I think this is the first time I've eaten in the studio, by the way. Continue.
Then because they succeeded in this Gabriel had now credit for catering, right? And I believe that was a Christmas where George's dad got like
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving got like in an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in an accident, and as a result, the family really couldn't like plan a Thanksgiving. So Gabriel came in clutch and was like, "All right, I'll provide Thanksgiving. I am the new provider of the family."
My father was hospitalized, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in the hospital. The thing is, like, with our my grandpa, George's father,
I don't know how much I could share for this story.
he kind of runs.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna.
He kind of runs Thanksgiving. Like,
He really
Thanksgiving,
does.
like Thanksgiving is like his. Like he owns it.
Bro, his roast
He
beef.
took it from the Pilgrims.
He what do you call it? He appropriated Thanksgiving. From the Pilgrims.
Like in a positive way.
In a positive way.
He appropriated
took
in a
it back.
positive
He
way.
took it back.
He turned it. He gave it back to the minorities.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
like the turkey, basically everything was just like, I don't know. Like
Bro.
Thanksgiving has just always been like
Bro.
my grandpa's thing.
Yo, he makes his roast beef. That's
his
so
stuffing,
good.
his stuffing too for the turkey.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what roast beef was until I went to the Thanksgiving at George's parents' house.
I feel like you were about to say his last name.
I was, but I'm professional. I'm a professional.
I'm a
I don't
professional.
do that.
So yeah, like he was hospitalized, and it just didn't really feel
Like Thanksgiving.
like Thanksgiving after something like that happened.
You don't feel like you have a ton to be thankful for.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's hard to find this stuff to be thankful for in those types of situations, and I think that luckily, timing, whatever it may be, I think it worked out.
Bro, that's Providence.
Yeah, everyone kind of pulled weight.
Yeah.
And
But you pulled the most weight. You stepped in and you said, "You know what, Papa? I'm the new provider of this family. I am the patriarch. Get your weak butt over there. I'm the new man of the house." Even though I live in Tennessee.
You're
most of the time.
insulting.
Are you talking about the person that's in the hospital?
Yeah. we're totally the person in the
hospitalized
hospital.
man.
But this was Gabriel. This is what Gabriel was saying in his mind. But
The future is now, old man.
Exactly. The future is millennial. Get out of here, boomer. So Gabriel.
Leave it to Link to insult a man in the hospital.
So Gabriel gives us what we call Chipotle
Let the
giving.
past die.
He gives us Chipotle giving. Chipotle catered because of this. Because of Gabriel. Right? All that manslaughtering that Chipotle did was now paying off. Now we were slaughtering Chipotle because we stole money from them.
But
Or
let it be known, Chipotle wasn't the one that put my grandfather in the hospital.
no.
I'm just letting you know that right now.
That was another manslaughtering.
That was another attempt.
Yeah, that was an attempt at manslaughter. But
But it's okay, man, because they lawyered up and they got
Okay,
that money.
That's the part you thought was just okay to share.
They got that money, and that's how we're able to. That's how we're able to have all this stuff. We got manslaughter money, baby.
Not even true. Not even remotely.
We have houses in different places now.
He's just like spreading misinformation now.
What are you, Twitter?
Yeah, baby. It's Elon's Twitter now. I'm verified. I paid $8 for this. By the time this comes out, like the $8 thing's already gone.
What? It's already gone when we recorded.
It's gonna be
this.
16 when they come back. So yeah,
That's how they fix it.
But
so
then-
yeah, we had
Wait.
Chipotle. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we had Chipotle giving, right?
Uh-huh.
But then, man, when people, this was Gabriel's time to shine, right? He was the Kobe Bryant, the Michael Jordan of Thanksgiving now. But guess what? Gabriel's aunt, George's sister, has to steal some of that light from Gabriel. She's like, oh no, Gabriel can't have all the glory. I'm also going to make Thanksgiving mine. And you know what she does? She orders fritanga. She caters from fritanga. So that Thanksgiving, we had Chipotle cater us and fritanga cater us.
Two separate meals.
Explain what fritanga is.
Now, if you don't know what fritanga is,
for our Indian fans.
a tanga is thong in Spanish.
That's not what fritanga
Free obviously means free.
I don't think that's what that means.
So fritanga is a style of cooking that's from the country of Nicaragua. It's delicious, a lot of meat, carne asada.
Shout out Fritanga Monimbo.
Yo, fritanga monimbo is life. When I lived,
It's also death.
it
Like the people that have had fritanga and you have the carne asada with the gallo pinto with the queso frito,
The queso
And
frito.
the
you know, and the
maduros.
maduros, you know that like it is life, but on the other side of that coin, it is also death, and you will fall into a food coma.
Yeah, and if you're Hispanic, there's an 85% chance that the salad that they give you, the coleslaw salad, you're gonna eat it even if you don't want to because you know not to throw food away.
I'm passed out by the time like I get to the point where there's coleslaw. I'm done.
No. So if you've never had fritanga, come to Miami and check it out, bro. Fritanga is amazing. When I lived away from Miami, it's one of the things I miss the most.
You know, that's a pro tip because when you come to visit Miami, nobody takes you to Fritanga. They really should.
They take you to the fancy places. No, but you gotta go to these holes in the walls, and they're multiple throughout the whole city. There's actually
Every other block.
there's a city called Sweetwater, and every other store there's a fritanga. Every other plaza there's a fritanga there. So we had Chipotle and fritanga, and that was the best Thanksgiving of my life.
That Thanksgiving was incredible,
I know,
and it was
Yeah.
nice to like we would eat and then like
You really appreciate
take the food
your
to my grandfather. We all just kind of
to
ate
your boomer grandfather.
to eat in the hospital as he's recovering.
That was nice.
From a tragedy that
No,
he
no, no,
had
no. There was-
nothing to do with.
It honestly, it's one of my favorite memories because I'm like, it felt like the whole family was united for this moment.
Mm-hmm, for one.
And I mean that that was the thing I think about the Thanksgiving. It's like it might have started like, oh man, it's hard to be thankful for stuff. But when we really like sat down and like really looked at it, we had so much to be thankful for that we still had our grandfather, like my grandfather, your father. After that,
Yeah,
like,
I didn't have my grandfather.
My
After such
grandfather-in-law.
and something like that's one of the more memorable Thanksgivings, I think.
How are your grandfather-in-law?
He's my grandfather-in-law.
Wouldn't he be your father-in-law?
Hey, be your father.
Yeah, but we're the same generation.
So you go down a
Go
tier
down, yeah.
and then cross over through marriage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was my great grandmother-in-law.
Because you're like cousins-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But we're not cousins.
According to like the narrative you guys created growing up.
Yeah, we were like, that's interesting. Everyone was always like, not everyone. We were always like, yeah, we're cousins.
Might as well, man. Like we're Colombian.
Like,
Our moms would hang out with each other.
Yeah, we
His
just
uncle
made that
started
up.
dating my sister. I'm like,
Yeah,
"Wow."
until like they actually got married, and then it's
We had
like,
to have
oh,
that
we actually
conversation.
are some kind of related now. So
I had
what are we?
I had to have a serious conversation with Gabriel. I had to sit him down. Like, hey,
We had to have the conversation like, what are we?
this whole dynamic has
Where's
shifted.
this going?
I'm imagining this actually happening.
This dynamic has shifted.
It's different now.
I
It's
am-
not. It's not necessarily just cousins.
We are no longer peers.
The hierarchy of power.
We are no longer peers. I am
Hierarchy
now
of
your
power in
uncle.
the family has changed,
I am now your uncle. I expect you to call me Theo.
and I never did.
And he never did. And you know what?
It
That was silly of me.
It was different, Marriage changes things.
It really does.
Yep. Apparently, for other people not in the marriage.
Just not our marriage.
Okay.
But that was, in my opinion, the best Thanksgiving we've ever had.
It's the most memorable. Because they all tend to kind of bleed into the other one. Like you usually have the same stuff. I notice now that we're on camera how intimate eating is. I'm very what's the word? Aware of the stuff going in my mouth and falling out of it. And
Hey, soundbite.
no, please do not clip that. But going back to the Thanksgivings, you kind of have all the same stuff. What are some of the staples from a regular Thanksgiving when it's not Chipotle and fritanga in a hospital?
That roast beef, bro. That roast beef that your dad makes.
Stuffing.
I have to have cranberry sauce. Is that weird?
No.
Yeah.
Stuff too.
Sometimes when my family forgets to buy, once I got married and left the house, I made sure that I always bring the cranberry sauce. But when my mom would forget to buy cranberry sauce, I would go out on Thanksgiving Day and go get cranberry sauce because I have not have turkey if it doesn't have.
I also feel like cranberry sauce became a thing for me because of Spider-Man.
Why?
Because
I agreed, and then I was like, I have no idea what the reference point is.
because they have Thanksgiving in that movie.
Spider-Man 1?
Mm-hmm.
The scene where Norman is wearing a blue shirt with a red tie, and then Peter's wearing a green shirt with a purple tie,
And he
to
has
demonstrate the duality of man.
and he has to bring the
Is Spider-Man one a Thanksgiving movie?
yeah. I watched it around that time.
Mm.
The Macy's Day Parade. I don't know. That movie is a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah, that's true. Is it Macy Gray in that movie?
Yeah, and that's how I learned about Macy Gray. He has what is it? He has to bring the cranberry sauce, but then he just also fought Green Goblin in a burning building.
When he's dressed as an old woman?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That is the best fake out ever. Her head is gigantic, and Spider-Man has the spider sense, but he can't figure out that this woman's head is dome shaped.
For real, where were your spider senses then?
I thought Peter Parker was a genius.
Yeah. Even geniuses have blind spots.
That's true. One of the things that I love about Thanksgiving is my mom makes arroz con coco, like rice with coconut.
Yes, that's my favorite.
And it's so good. And then my dad, later on in life, started making this potato salad with apples. And at first I'm like, ugh, potato salad. This is disgusting. I don't like potato salad. But my dad forced me to try it.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that was the best time I was forced to do anything. Because it was so good. That potato salad was so good.
I think you ranted about this already on the Christmas,
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
holiday.
yeah.
You love this potato
I
salad.
love this potato salad.
Man, that's almost gonna be a year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So every year I try to get him to do it.
So shout out Link's dad, potato salad.
Do you feel like
Potato salad king.
I feel like when we were younger, we had traditions.
Mm-hmm.
I remember some a certain family would come from New York.
Yeah.
And they'd spend it with us, and then we go to the Thanksgiving Day. I remember we'd go to the park and play football.
Yeah.
And I think at some point, I don't know what happened. It kind of just stopped happening.
Sounds funny. I can't imagine you guys playing football.
It was so much fun.
It was really
It was
good,
one of those memories. It's one of those core memories I'm always fond of.
Mm-hmm. When you say core memories, I always think of those little orbs in Inside Out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So that's normal. It's a normal reaction.
Yeah. We're shaped by what we consume.
Coffee, by the way. I think this is Costa Rican.
Shout out to all the ticos out there.
And
Pura vida.
and
Pure Vito.
and it's I forgot what the creamer is. Almond creamer.
Lavender?
No, I offered lavender shots and everybody said no. So I was like, I'm like
Lavender shots to put in the
I'm not a lavender
coffee.
type of guy.
Yeah, really? Why?
Mm,
Have you ever had lemonade with lavender?
no.
Oh man, it's really good.
Don't like the color. Don't like the taste.
You don't like
you don't
the
like
color?
purple?
The purple.
The
lavender.
logo is the same color as lavender. A large
Just break the
portion.
cup.
Also, by the way,
Time to get a new logo, Danny.
I got my. Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna love that. I got my Disney cup. Gabriel has his Star Wars
cup.
coffee mug.
She's table.
When you put the hot, yeah, every time we just hit the table down.
How much did that mug cost you?
I've never-
No, the Disney one.
I've never bought in a mug. I think everything's been gifted to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
You bought this one?
I mean, I did buy that
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that one.
S4M, baby. Get our mugs on our store. What's their store's name?
You have to follow the link in the description.
Follow the link in the description.
'Cause we don't know what it
We don't know what that
No,
link
because
is.
they don't.
Did I drink
Oh
all my
man,
coffee?
T-Public. Shout out T-Public. You're a great partner, but they don't give you a URL, so it's like a long
Okay.
website thing. So you have to follow the link
Yes, follow the link.
on
Get-
social media or the episode.
What
description.
what better gift to give someone during the holidays than a S4M mug? You know everyone loves coffee, right? So why not give them the gift of coffee in a cup, but
In a club?
In a cub.
in a mug?
You're
in
gonna
a
give
mug,
him a. We sell bears on our website.
Yeah.
in a mug, right? And we'll. It's the you want to have a McGuffey Christmas. Here you go.
There you
We
go.
also have T-shirts, right?
Yeah, we do.
T-shirts, stickers,
Yeah. I think
Wait,
like
did you say
laptop
McGuffey?
bags.
McGuffey.
He's trying
Are
to
you
make this a thing.
Are you feeling McGuffey?
I'm feeling a little bit McGuffey after this
Mm.
meal. You know what I'm saying? Woo!
Maybe we'll change.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Maybe we'll change your name to Link McGuffin.
Mm. If I do this, if my name becomes Lake McGuffin, I will buy this whole podcast.
Yeah. You just buy us out.
Yeah, I'll buy you. It's mine.
How many of you guys are like full already?
I'm done.
You're done. You're not even.
Yeah, there's
You didn't
a
even eat your pizza.
there's
I'm tapped out.
there's yogurt, there's organic honey, there's granola, and there's fresh fruit. Maybe you have space for fresh fruit in a little bit.
Maybe.
It's good. You got to get your
Are we gonna-
photo vitamins. That might be a made up
So
thing.
you need a.
B vitamins for sure.
I just picture vitamins taking pictures.
I
like
thought about photosynthesis, like you receive the energy,
Mm.
and then no antioxidants. Those are real. I don't know what they do, but I know they're real.
They take pictures.
Antioxidants take pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
I thought it was like your antioxidant. No, she's like-
Anti-accident?
yeah, no. So another important part of Friendsgiving is the hit NBC television series Friends.
It is. I actually do enjoy the Friendsgiving episodes of every show. They're
Yeah.
like some of my favorites. Like I love the Thanksgiving episodes on Friends, Bob's Burgers. I love it. They go all out in Bob's Burgers because that's Bob's favorite holiday. What else? And New Girl. I love the Thanksgiving episodes and shows.
I love the Thanksgiving episodes in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, what happens in those?
A lot.
I don't remember.
I mean either.
Really?
Yeah,
But I
what do
like
they
I
do?
love it already.
Link just loves Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so he's sure he loved them
Oh,
when
I
he
love
watched them.
Thanksgiving.
I just love those themed episodes that they have.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, themes episodes are awesome. Like this one, I think.
Exactly.
Are we a themed episode? Oh, I
Oh.
did. For our listeners, I just spilled a bunch of
It's
yogurt
okay. We
juice.
have that
table.
manslaughter money to, to give us a new table.
I'm doing my best to put a cup of yogurt because I served like an entire bowl of yogurt. And
For our listeners, go watch us on YouTube.
yeah, no, nobody's touching. But keep downloading those audio episodes because also our platform would like that.
That manslaughter
Get on
money.
YouTube, mute it, and then listen to us and sync it
Oh
so that you can get
yes,
the same time.
that's actually so smart.
Actually, you know, if you go to if you listen through Apple Podcasts, which most of our listeners do, according to
Interesting.
the data.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you
Oh wait, I'm one of those.
oh you're listening to the show now?
I mean, just the episodes I'm not on.
Right. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So if you go through Apple Podcasts and you go to like episode website, if you click it, it actually opens the YouTube video in the Apple Podcast app.
Mm.
So just a little pro tip there.
The more you know.
Anyways, you were saying something about themed episodes?
You were saying about Thanksgiving, Friends?
Yeah, Friends
Oh,
is
yes.
Friends is really important to Link too, especially because he spent like maybe like half an hour pitching the Joey sequel just a couple
Exactly.
episodes back.
Yeah.
And Hit Me Baby One More Time. So if you haven't listened to that episode, go ahead and check it
Yeah.
out.
I come up with the greatest. They should pay me for this, but
Yeah, honestly.
I came up with what they should do for a Friends spinoff. Also, the Friendsgiving episode. the Friendsgiving, the Thanksgiving friend episodes. One of them gives us Brad Pitt, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, and that episode's so good because
Yeah.
it's Rachel versus Brad Pitt.
You know, a lot
And
of
then
people.
they end up falling in love in real life, and then they get divorced.
No, they were already together.
Oh, then I take that back.
Yeah, they were already together.
Scrap that whole thought.
Yeah.
A lot of people complain that it was like not a good use of Brad Pitt. That they could have done better.
What is
what?
it?
What do
you
you
have
want?
like 22 minutes. How else are you gonna use Brad Pitt?
Well, I guess they felt that like since he was with Jennifer Aniston, he could have had like a mini arc, kind of like Bruce Willis. Like,
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
you know,
Okay,
like
okay.
to just burn him in one episode, you know, with a gag.
I mean, he could have taken off his shirt.
That would have saved it.
Yeah.
I mean, not that
people
it was
wouldn't
bad.
people wouldn't have complained.
I guess that's right.
Right?
That's true. I guess people wouldn't have complained. Guys, have some kiwi. I'm like just shoving fruits into my yogurt.
Now I'm scared that's gonna happen to me. Like I'm gonna put yogurt and
But you have a plate. You just put the
it
cup
still
on the
happened to
plate.
you.
Oh, you mean what I just did? Was
Yeah, that
spilled
mess,
all the.
yeah.
That's okay, man. I'll clean it up after. We'll get one of the
One of the butlers.
the bus boys.
Mm.
Is that what they're called? The grips. What do grips even do? Well, they actually literally grip the. I know what they do. Why did I ask that? Anyways,
By the way, if you've never watched Bob's Burgers, check out the Thanksgiving.
I've never
episodes.
watched
Box burgers.
Box Burgers is so good. No, Bob's Burgers is a great show.
I'll check it out when they're in Fortnite.
I feel like the quality's gone down. You know, kind of like
Really?
The
Going
Simpsons.
on? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
true.
still going. I'm kind of like the
I heard
Simpsons.
the movie
how-
was good.
I enjoyed the movie. Was just a long episode.
How do you feel about that when those movies like the Simpsons movie?
I really enjoyed the Simpsons movie. I remember growing up, and I
Spider
thought-
Pig?
I think they made it a
that
bigger
what that was?
deal than the Bob's Burgers movie.
okay.
Also,
Was that what that was? Spider Pig. Spider Pig does whatever.
Yeah, that's
Spider
from the
Pig
movie.
does.
That's not Into the Spider Verse.
no,
Okay.
no,
No.
that
They
inspired.
made
Into
Into the
the
Spider
It did
Verse
not-
because of the Simpsons.
That's
at the
not
Simpsons
true.
predicting
Peter
the
Porker.
future.
Peter Porker has been a character for like 30. I grew up reading a series of comic books called "What the!" exclamation point question mark exclamation point question mark.
What is that called in literature when they do that? When they put those two, or grammar? I'm not sure.
I don't know if there's a term for it.
Sir,
Make
how
it.
do you not know this?
Okay, then I'm gonna say there's not a term for it.
Okay.
Okay. So, but yeah, What the was kind of like a parody comic for What If, and I was obsessed with Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. I like tried to collect every appearance of him. So, Into the Spider-Verse was a real love letter to me, I guess.
Mm.
Mm.
And as you were saying, the Box Burger movie sucked.
No, it was just long episodes. But yeah, check out the Thanksgiving episodes and the Halloween ones. They're always great. I really enjoy them.
Can you do your Bobby Hill impersonation?
I was actually working on that the other day.
And now you can. Play Simpsons.
Dad, why do you hate what you don't understand?
That's actually pretty good.
That's actually really good.
And then the other one.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
I've never even watched King of the Hill, but that's so good.
I'm the Pamela Alden of this show. Actually, I hated King of the Hill growing up because I thought, bro, what is this white people stuff?
Yeah.
Because I always liked the
Creator
Simpsons.
Park comedy.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. I always liked The Simpsons. And then I remember we got cable when I was in high school, my senior year. And then what's the name of it? Adult Swim? Like they had it for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, let me just check this out because I just loved Adult. I always had Adult Swim on, and I just watched one episode and I was hooked on it, and it was so good. I
You were hooked
personally-
on a feeling?
I was hooked on that show, and then I realized it's Mike Judge, the guy that did Silicon Valley, and I love Silicon Valley,
Didn't he also do
he
Office Space?
Office Space, and I think Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead for sure.
That I haven't gotten into.
I don't know.
I don't know how to get into that.
Well, because it was weird because the shows like wasn't even really a show. Like I had little skits, but it was a lot of like mystery science theater. Like watch a music video and comment on it.
Mm.
Yeah, it was fine, I guess. I was growing up during that time, so it's like stuff like that and like South Park was like super edgy. So you just kind of like, oh, this is cool because it's like, but then you like kind of grow out of it and you're like, oh, that's kind of dumb, you know. So
And it's somehow still going on.
Beavis and Butthead.
South Park.
Oh,
South Park,
yeah, man. They're like on season, what, 38 or something? I made up a
That and
number.
The Simpsons are still going on.
The Simpsons. I don't know. How do you feel about that? You think The Simpsons should keep going on? America's First Family?
I love The Simpsons, man. They have a special place in my heart. Like those first 11 seasons are so good.
but it's like the show's not
good.
good.
Yeah.
So like, should it keep going?
And characters keep on they keep on losing characters.
Mhm.
Like the voice actress that does Miss Crobabo died. I'm not even sure if Apu's on the show anymore.
No, he's not.
He's not.
These are key characters that are important. You lost Lionel Hutz when the other Lionel Hutz and Troy McClure when what's the name of that comedian that died that got killed by his wife?
I'm sorry. That's how he died. I thought he had a heart attack.
No, I think he got killed by his wife.
His wife gave him a heart attack.
Phil Hartman.
Yeah, Phil Hartman. There you go. I think his wife was like she used to be a drug addict, right? And then Andy Dick, and this is why people don't like Andy Dick, got her back into drugs and she killed him. She killed
Andy Dick?
She manslaughtered Phil Hartman.
What?
No, it's not that she murdered.
She murdered.
Yeah, she murdered. This is the craziest thing. I don't know why I didn't know this. I used to love Phil Hartman growing up.
Have you watched SNL?
SNL, yeah, he was like part of that cast that I grew up with. And then he left to do this show. I don't know if he left to do the show, but I remember after his run, he was on the show called, was it News Radio? Yeah, I think it was News Radio.
That wasn't a movie.
No.
That's
Is it a
Pirate
movie?
Radio.
Yeah, News Radio. And I used to love that show. I used to watch the weirdest like sitcoms.
Question, you said, it's the generation you loved from SNL. What about, which is your favorite generation of SNL? Because for me, obviously you're 10 years older than me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My generation is the one with Tina Fey,
which
Fred
is
Armisen. It's when Lonely Island started, Andy Samberg and Lonely Island.
Yeah. Mine is Dana Carvey, Shrek,
Mike
Myers,
Adam
Sandler, Chris Rock.
And the other Chris, the big guy. Farley.
Chris Farley. Oh yeah, Chris
yeah.
Farley.
That's a good
That's a good.
Yeah, that one was fun.
Yeah, that was my generation growing up.
I love SNL so much.
I just stopped to read the story because this is crazy.
It sucks that I feel like every generation says that. Oh, that's like the current generation sucks of SNL.
This is sad. Yeah, she shot him.
Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Okay. That seems like an appropriate moment to laugh, but man, that's crazy. I've been mourning Phil Hartman for like years, and maybe I did know, and you just kind of like forget. It was like, what, 20, 25 years ago or something? Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Anyways, you were saying?
Oh yeah, man, SNL.
SNL is funny. Yeah. Oh, they used to have like holiday special, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like special skits, and like they used to have like a special like weekend update or something like that, stuff like that.
They're very hit or miss. When they hit, is good. When they miss, you get that Elon Musk episode of him being Wario.
Oh man,
that was terrible.
That skit is terrible. Wow.
Yeah.
No, but I think also it's like it's an institution, so because it's constantly going, it's always a rebuilding because older comedians get super famous, leave, and then you have to kind of build them back up again. Yeah. And even now I kind of feel like this generation, it's easier to get big faster.
Yeah.
So the turnover is like, because you used to be like a movie star and still be doing SNL, and eventually it would be like, oh, this is a big goodbye for like Mike Myers or a Chris Rock.
Adam Sandler. Chris Rock didn't do anything.
Yeah. What do you mean Chris Rock didn't do anything?
In SNL. He didn't do much.
Yeah, he didn't do much, but what I'm saying is like, they used to be, the transition used to be longer.
Yeah.
And as opposed to like now, it's like they'll just like be gone like one day to the next. I'm also talking like kind of out of my butt because like I don't really follow SNL.
Yeah.
Since it's kind of like YouTube videos now instead of like a thing you stay at home to watch late at night.
You should go to a show.
I've always wanted to do that.
Oh, how do we do that?
I mean, we can't go.
I don't know. It's like impossible. But...
We're going to New York.
We're going to, yeah. We have a show Saturday night.
How do you call it? There in this current generation, there are these people. They used to be on TikTok.
Those guys are funny.
What's their name? That they have a band. They have a name.
They do have a name.
Is it Do Not Disturb? No, I don't want to say.
No.
The Social Country.
No. Oh, they're so good. They're like my favorite part of SNL. The digital shorts with them.
Yeah.
They're so good.
They're like friends with this guy, right? Like Pete Davidson.
I mean, Pete Davidson's part of SNL, so yeah.
I mean, he's on a lot of those digital like pre-recorded videos.
How do you guys feel about Pete Davidson?
Papyrus.
we're just gonna feel the room for Pete Davidson.
Oh, the Papyrus one was a pretty good one.
Papyrus.
I never saw The King of Staten Island.
Me neither.
Yeah, and like you were trying to like, you were like, oh, this movie, we should go watch it.
I love Judd Apatow.
Yeah, and we just We just didn't.
We didn't. Yeah.
And then it came out home. Like I think it's on HBO.
It's
You
on
guys haven't
HBO.
seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I liked it.
You liked it? It was
Yeah.
good. I don't know. Something about him just I don't know. Doesn't gravitate. Like
I don't. Yeah.
Pete Davidson's like hit or miss.
he's not my like personality. Like I can't relate. There's nothing wrong with him. I guess I don't know enough to say. Maybe
Yeah.
there is something wrong with him, but it's just not my style. That's it.
I think he's funny, and then the other times he's just
He's not
Yeah.
right because I've seen skits where I'm like, oh, this guy is so good. And
Yeah.
that's it, His chance to like kind of catch me was like Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad,
He doesn't do much.
and he didn't really do anything. And I still got left with the
I forgot
same.
he was in there.
I got left with the same feeling. I was like, oh, I don't really know anything about this guy. So I feel that way about a lot of newer stuff
Mm.
where I'm like, I'll wait to see if it like sticks around. Like,
I can continue talking about us, so now I don't know if you guys want to transition.
I don't know what this episode is.
I know it's not, but
Well, we've gone about 45 minutes, which is always what we say we want to do, and then we go an hour and a half.
Mm.
So I guess let's finish out with the giving part of Thanksgiving. Like, what is that significance? We're thankful for things. Gabe's been thankful for every random thing that he's seen today, except for he only ate like half of his flatbread and half of his bagel. I guess he's watching those carbs. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna have any for the rest of the day, but you're cutting them early. What about that giving? What significance does giving have during this time of year?
sometimes, because the holidays can be very tough on people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Financially, the seasonal depression. What else?
Winter.
Yeah, it gets cold. Not in Miami, but it gets cold, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Chill. It gets to like
because I think of like, you know, what the best Thanksgiving we've ever had was
Yeah.
when your father was in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that was a tough moment.
Yeah.
So holidays can be awesome, but they can also be tough, right?
Right.
Especially if the situation at home or work isn't always the best. So in those moments, I think it's always best to, like, when you see families that are struggling, I think the best thing to do, giving wise, is to just point at them and say, "Hey, work harder. Work harder. You're not working hard enough. Hey, stop being depressed and be happy." And giving that inspiration,
It's not where I thought it was.
giving
going.
that inspiration, I think that's my purpose in life. You get me?
It all turned when he said, "Point at
Point at
them."
them, and I was like, laugh. What?
Yeah, man. I'm a motivational speaker.
Mm,
I like to motivate people.
okay. You're a giver.
I'm a giver.
I think giving's important. At least for me, giving's important. I think year round.
Mm-hmm.
I think it necessarily has to be like, oh, the season of giving. The season of giving is the whole year.
Yeah. And of being thankful too, I think.
Yeah, the being appreciative. I think it's nice that like you have a holiday, you get to like, you know, take a step back and be with family and really appreciate what's been going on, what you have. But I also think that should kind of be year round, you know. Take like every once in a while, you know, take a step back, be grateful for what you've been given, and yeah, as far as like giving, I think just being of service to people and being helpful is I feel like is really important, for me at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about like being able to help someone or like being of assistance or being of service to someone that is fulfilling to me at least.
Yeah.
So I think for me mainly it's like, you know, not forgetting to be grateful, to be appreciative of like, you know, the blessings that you've been given, that you've had, the fortunate stuff that has happened, and even sometimes the not so fortunate things.
Yeah.
You know, taking a step back and realizing like, oh, this was bad, this was a tough time, but you know, we got through it and we move forward from there. I know that that Thanksgiving with my grandpa, it was rough because of like the situation we were all in and everything that had happened. But, you know, like I said before, like we were grateful that he was still with us.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that I like Thanksgiving. I think it gets, you know, Except in the row, like once November 1st hits, everyone's playing Christmas music, putting their lights up and their trees up.
Thanksgiving's the best one.
But I think Thanksgiving, I mean, I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. But the thing is, I also feel like Thanksgiving just, doesn't get the love and respect it deserves when it comes to the holidays,
Yeah.
with Christmas being, one of the big ones. So.
I used to feel the same way. I kind of shifted my perspective. Like I'd be like, no, the music is the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We put the tree.
After.
The pandemic kind of shifted that because I really needed Christmas to come. And then I realized that, like, you know what? They're one and the same. It's like a 1-2 punch because you're thankful and then you give. And that's what Christmas is all about. It's all about giving. So for me, that holiday season is like
giving
November.
or gimme?
Giving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's funny actually. You mentioned because like as you get older, you don't really need or like want that much stuff because hopefully your perspective changes and there's like you're a lot
selfish.
less materialistic. And then number 2, anything you do want or need, like you can get it for yourself. You know what I mean? So it becomes a lot more like sentimental in the sense that like whatever I get from you guys, if anything, like I'm gonna love it because I know it's gonna be thoughtful.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's not like the book that I wanted. Maybe it's not like that game or that sweater. Like clothes. I used to hate clothes when I was a kid.
Socks, man.
Yeah.
Why would you give me socks?
I love socks.
And now I
Now
love
I love
socks.
socks.
I love
Yeah.
socks.
I remember
right.
you gave me like a whole like box of Star Wars socks, which was like I wear them all the time now.
Yeah.
That's people are giving you cool socks.
Yeah.
People give you sometimes people give you boring socks.
Or useful socks because I've gotten like runner socks,
Oh,
and I
those
was
are
like,
good.
those are the ones like for the long runs.
Yeah, because those last longer.
Yeah, they're good. But like, you just kind of just learn to be accepting of like the gifts that other have you, and then like you start to put like really thought into like when you see something, you're like that I'm gonna get this for
Oh,
them,
yeah.
and you become a little more cognizant of like everyone individually and like what their like desires, needs, and like wants are. I know when I was growing up, we had like a bunch of more opportunities. They kind of drive you, especially in the community that like we grew up with, like to do like food drives and like visit and go off and share. That becomes a little harder to see those opportunities when you're older.
Yeah.
Yeah, like to reach out there in the community because it's sometimes it's hard to kind of bridge the gap between you and like the outside community when you're not like in school. We still kind of have it, me and Link, because like stuff's going on in the schools that we work at, and so you're always connected like to youth, and then you're like facilitating youth activities for them. But where do you look for those opportunities to kind of help people?
I got you.
Okay.
If you are struggling this Thanksgiving and don't know how to pay for food, Gabriel right here is going to sponsor your Thanksgiving with Chipotle.
Okay. Why did you just volunteer someone else?
Because he likes giving. He said he was all about giving.
Chipotle no longer has that offer though.
Chipotle can still cater your food.
Okay.
Comes out of Gabriel's pocket.
$200 out of
$200.
my pocket.
I'm almost certain that it's more now. How many years ago was that?
2016.
2016. And I have no sense of time. I'm constantly referencing things
Yeah.
that happen, and it's like they don't overlap, and it works for the show. Whatever. We'll just let it.
6 years ago.
Yeah, that was 6 years ago.
That's crazy.
Not 2016. Oh yeah, 6 years ago. So I'm pretty sure prices have risen.
It's okay. Gabriel has a giving heart.
I also have
true.
student loans.
Pandemic Thanksgivings were interesting too. Anyways, go ahead. You were gonna say?
What did I do for that?
What did I do for you?
Oh, I was at my friend's.
I hosted one. Like me and my wife hosted the family outdoors, like in the backyard.
Last year?
No, that was 2 years ago. I
Yeah,
think.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I was at
because
home.
I was
after
in that one.
after 2, oh, you didn't come to that one?
No, that's the one I had. It's just me and my mom.
Oh, because it was like we were much more hunkered down, so the family sizes were much smaller, and it was like the protocols were like really tight.
That was last year. Wasn't
No,
it?
that was 2 years ago. Because last year I was like, I'm never gonna do it ever again.
But then you hosted Christmas
Did I?
last year.
She's always
You did
getting
host
me to
Christmas,
agree
but
to
there was-
stuff.
Oh, that must have been when I wasn't here then,
Yeah,
because I was back in Tennessee.
yeah.
Now you were here for that one too, because you ate with us.
That's what I thought, but he said it
Oh,
wasn't.
you're right, because you weren't here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So then what did I do? Oh, I hosted Christmas first.
Yeah.
Were you here for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, so I did Christmas, and then I did Thanksgiving last year?
Yeah.
No, we didn't do Thanksgiving at my sister's house.
No,
that
I
was
think
Christmas.
We did Christmas at her house.
Are they blur? Like I said,
Yeah, I don't know,
this
yeah.
is the season where it's just 2 months of celebration. It goes all the way up to like what, Jan 4th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's because
Essentially.
we also have like your mom's birthday.
Yes, my
Between
mom's
that.
birthday is at the end of the year. Your dad's birthday.
My dad's birthday, and then your dad's birthday.
Your
at the end of the
brother's
month.
birthday.
Yes.
Is right after Thanksgiving.
Fogo de Chao, baby. That's what we're doing.
Shout out Fogo de
We're
Chao.
going to Fogo de Chao, so
So you went and you said this was
I
definitely
liked
worth
it.
Yeah.
It's better than Texas.
it is better than Texas to
It's
Brazil.
better than Texas to Brazil.
Yeah.
It's also like twice the
It's
price.
also more money.
It's more than Texas to Brazil.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
for
like
like
70
$70
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like Guarana and stuff
yeah,
like that.
you don't get free refills, so
Yeah, I just keep drinking
I just
cans
kept
of
on
Guarana.
drinking. Yeah, another one.
Okay, like Thor, you smashed the
Exactly. And all the guys were just getting another one.
Another run of Guarana.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to watch myself on that one.
No,
Okay.
no, so now you can eat.
Oh, you don't pay extra for the.
No.
Oh,
No, you just pay for the drinks. Like
yeah, but there's no refills.
Oh, you got to watch
you can-
yourself on the drinks.
drinks.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you meant
yeah.
like on the. Oof.
I
on
mean,
the food.
Yeah, I mean, I still gotta watch myself on the food just because it's all you can eat. No, don't watch. Okay, so when you're gonna eat a big meal like that, Thanksgiving or a buffet like the ones we're talking about, what's your strategy? Don't eat and be starving, or eat like a little bit so you're like your stomach doesn't like condense. Like
There's a sweet spot because definitely like if I go the whole day without eating and I'm like hungry, my stomach's gonna be like, "Why are you doing this to us?"
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time it is time to eat, he's like, "No, I'm not accepting." I don't know. It's weird. It's like I'm hungry,
You'll get full fast.
but it's like
It won't be settled in your stomach.
my stomach just isn't cooperating. So it's like, nah. They're like, "Forget you. It's too late now."
Like
So-
that CeeLo Green song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just force my stomach to accept everything my eyes want,
And
then-
let your intestines worry about
yeah,
it later.
exactly. Future me will worry about it.
Okay.
But I do think that like if you know you're gonna eat like a lot of food, at least do some sort of workout. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can get even more hungry and burn more calories.
Oh, I thought it was to offset the calorie intake.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
I do it to get hungry.
Oh,
Yeah, get
okay.
more hungry. That's-
That's a strategy. Work out so you can eat more.
Like people that do those like pizza challenges and stuff. Like I know that a
They
lot
do
of them
1,000 sit-ups.
they go work out before they do like a heavy workout before
Really?
and then just go eat.
I don't think we've talked about the pizza challenge. Who was that? You were in that pizza challenge with
no,
me.
no,
right?
no. I was not.
No?
I was there. I was
Oh,
watching.
no, so it was. Oh, okay. So I guess it was
Probably
just
your
me.
uncle. It's probably your uncle, your brother.
It was probably my.
Yeah, you did. You did.
It
with your
was my brother.
And then you
That
got-
one guy we once knew, and
who has his own podcast.
okay. Yes, he does have his own podcast. And then
Some family member,
yeah, yeah.
ex-family member.
okay, that's not. I don't. That's not a way to address a person. But anyways, okay. So I guess that's not that great of a story. It only involves me. It's fine. We'll talk about it some other time. Steve's Pizza. I heard. Now you know what? I'm not gonna say anything negative.
Hmm.
Steve Pizza. They were great.
Yeah, how big? Like you had to eat like. How big was the pizza?
Bro, I don't remember. Like, I don't know.
40 inches,
We could look it up. I have no idea.
and you had to do it in under 2 hours, and
yeah.
with a drink, right?
Yeah, a whole 2 liter of Coke. That's how they get you, by the way. Oh, and you have to order 2 toppings, which is the other way how they get you. Because it just like weighs down the pizza and gets it all soggy. And yeah, it's a trick. It's a trick. There's no way around it. But anyways, hopefully you're having better than a large pizza
For Thanksgiving.
for Thanksgiving. Whatever it might be. Turkey, buñuelos, pan de bono.
Arroz con coco.
We're just naming a bunch of Colombian stuff for those of you that have no idea what we're talking
My
about.
dad's apple potato salad.
Yeah.
Apple potato salad.
Actually, I want to really quick that arroz con coco opened me up to the world of coconut because I hated
You hate
everything
yeah?
coconut, and now like it depends, you know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the pandemic did something to my mom because her arroz con coco.
I'm sure it did.
Did not. It's
Oh,
not,
no.
it's not as good anymore.
Maybe just to have the quality ingredients.
Yes.
Because I've noticed that like a dive in like
Could be.
quality of ingredients.
She did it the other day, and I was like, I'm not impressed by your performance.
Mm. All right, so let's all support Link's mom. She tries to find the perfect recipe
Yeah,
this Thanksgiving. If she makes it, please bring some over.
of course.
All right. So that's some of the things that we're thankful for. Some of the ways we'd like to give. In fact, this episode is a way to give back because we were really tired and we're really busy and we had to get up like at 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been cooking since 7 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Thank you.
And
It was delicious.
we didn't want to leave you guys, our listeners and our viewers, without an episode this week because we know some of you look forward to, turning us on.
Yeah, that therapy session, that free therapy session we offer.
Open up that YouTube, that Spotify, that Apple Podcast, whatever 15 other platforms
Buy our merch.
our show is available on.
Buy our merch.
But then that's a great Christmas gifts, as you mentioned, right? Actually, we have Christmas themed plates right now because, like I said, it just all overlaps.
Exactly.
And then the other part of it is we know that some of you need something to put on your headphones at the Thanksgiving table
Exactly.
so that you don't have to listen to your family talk.
I hope your family doesn't talk about politics in the table.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into it, but our family talks a lot about theology for some reason.
Gabriel's dead.
Yeah, it gets real, like, eschatological. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the cool thing about, like, at least with my family, is that everyone's on the same political
Wavelength.
side. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Thanksgiving, they're like, all right, cool. We all agree that this is terrible and that's it, which is more enjoyable. Because when I have to spend it with my dad's side of the family, it's like, oh boy, get me out of here.
Our family's a little more like diverse as a whole, but they're not super passionate about it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, we meet halfway. This conversation is boring. It's not like, it's like, yeah, I see your point too. Like, it makes sense. Whatever. Who cares anyways? So, but whatever your situation is, we thank you for joining us for our Thanksgiving meal, and we hope that you enjoy this time with your family, time with your friends, right? How many Friendsgivings do you guys have lined up?
Oh, this is my first one.
Uh-huh.
I have one on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, today's Monday when they're listening to this, but it's
That's the
fine.
one
Just say
that
it.
Monday. I have 2 on Thursday
Okay.
at school, and then we have one on next Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Are we doing one in New York? Because I feel like
Yeah.
should do one
Oh,
in New
we
York.
said we were going to do one in New York.
That sounds
Yeah.
like fun, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
So like
we-
half a dozen, right?
Yeah, maybe we do Friendsgiving 2.0 episode.
Yeah. Some of you guys have school, friends. Some of you have churches, communities. I don't know. You're a cosplay group. I don't know what else you do. Dungeons and Dragons. Your esports, whatever it may be. Your book club. Whoever it is that you're spending this time with, we thank you for spending 1 hour with us. Until next time, anybody want to just throw us out here?
Be grateful for searching.
The show or the ability to search?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gabe, nothing?
Keep on feeling McGuffey.